What is up, and welcome back to the Freelance Friday podcast. One of the most important things to do at the beginning of every single year as a freelancer is to audit your tools, audit the things that you're paying for because these subscriptions can add up. And one of the great things about being a freelancer, an online business owner, is that these businesses can be really affordable to maintain if you don't let the subscriptions get out of control. So, I'm going to go through and share with you today all of the tools that I am using and that I'm losing for 2024 in my online business. And if you are a social media manager, there is one tool that I would say, absolutely must have. It's a pretty non negotiable, and that is a social media management system. A social media management system is going to enable you to schedule your social media posts. It's going to enable you to get analytics and reports for your posts, interact with your community, respond to comments, things like that. And my favorite is no secret, it is Metricool. While Metricool, yes, is a sponsor of today's episode, they're also my favorite social media management system. I've been using them for a couple years now, and I cannot imagine leaving them. They give amazing value for just how many features they have. They actually even have a free forever plan. So if you want to try out the plan that I'm on, you can use the code Latasha at the link down below to try their pro plan for 30 days for free. But here's what their free plan is all about. Their free plan allows you to connect one brand across many social networks. You'll get access to in-depth analytics to make more strategic decisions. You can plan and auto schedule up to 50 pieces of content per month. You can promote your posts in seconds by creating and managing ads directly through the platform. You can view best times to see when your followers are more active and know when to post. Review and reply to all important social media messages with Metricool's inbox feature. And you can analyze up to 5 competitors to spy on the brands that you like. So much more. Those are just some of the amazing features that are on the free plan. And again, if you want to try out any of their pro plans, be sure to use the code Latasha at the link down below. All right, so I've told you about a tool that I love and that you must have if you are a social media manager. Now let's talk about the tools that maybe you don't need. Now, I want to say these tools that I am losing for the year, I have nothing bad to say about them. I think the idea really is that I outgrew them. The first one is Frame. Frame is an amazing tool for transferring video content. So historically, I've done a lot of video production, a lot of video editing for clients. I did video podcast editing. I produce courses for people. I do a lot of different video content, short form social media, all of that. And I still do that, but I am not managing quite the extensive load as I once was. And so this tool just didn't make sense for me to pay for. Some months I wasn't using it at all, and it's $15 a month, which is not a lot. If you are a dedicated video editor or you do a lot of social video content, I definitely recommend checking it out. It is very cool. You can upload your videos, you can add comments for timestamps. Your client can do the same thing, so you can communicate edits really efficiently. But for me, I'm just going to cancel it for now. And then if I get a big project or something where I need it again, I will sign up once again. In the meantime, Google Docs works just fine for most of the video edits that I'm doing. The next tool that I am canceling is Vidyard. Now, I love Vidyard. I've talked about it on this channel before, so again, no hate. I actually just found a tool that replaces it, and that's the exact same price. So Vidyard is $19 a month for the plan that I was on. They do have a free plan though as well if you want to check it out. I am using a tool called Tella, which is also $19 a month. So Vidyard, you can record yourself on your webcam, and you can also record your screen at the same time, and you can get a link to send. It's kind of very similar to Loom is another competitor to these ones. It's great for sending quick video messages, either for over to clients, over to team members. Even I use it sometimes with my course students or my communities like the Freelance Friday Club. Just really handy to have that. But Tella, I think, is a little cooler. So Tella enables you to upload custom backgrounds. They have captions that show up on those videos. You can add call to action buttons. So if I'm sending, let's say, a coaching client a quick audit of their website, I can also send them a link to a course that I recommend they purchase or something like that, like all within the same video. It is so freaking cool. And again, the captions are really nice for accessibility. So for now, I'm going to try out Tella for the year and use that one. Calendly. I canceled Calendly. I also canceled Cal. These are two scheduling tools. I do recommend having a scheduling tool, a like link scheduler. It just makes life so much easier if your client wants to meet or if you want to book a discovery call or a networking call, anything like that. Sending over a link so people can just self book is so much easier than saying, "Hey, are you free at Wednesday at 3 or Tuesday at 2?" Or, you know, but I don't know why it took me so long because I've been using HoneyBook since 2020 and I just really started using their scheduler. And I realized I'm already paying for HoneyBook. Like, why am I paying for these additional scheduling tools? So, HoneyBook has a scheduler, very similar. You get a link, you can create as many of them as you need. You can create scheduling limits. So, maybe there are specific days you don't want to be available, specific times, specific number of meetings you don't want to take in a day. You can customize all of that stuff. And I'm just using HoneyBook's scheduler. HoneyBook does a lot of things for me. In addition to the scheduler, they're also how I send my contracts, my invoices, my proposals. They are how I actually manage the client relationship. So, whether you are a social media manager, a coach, you can even do digital products on HoneyBook nowadays. If you do just like one page ebooks or simple things like that, it is an amazing, amazing client management system. The plan that I use is $32 a month and it is worth every penny. I actually have a 50% off link that I will link in my tools page on my website, latashjames.com/tools. I'll have that first link in the description for you if you want to check out all of these tools, get links for everything. If I have any discount codes, I'll link those in there as well. But yeah, 50% off. And I believe there's a 7-day free trial with my link too. So you might as well give it a try. It might just change your life. It changed mine. The next one that I am losing is Descript. Yes, I love Descript. I'm going to stop saying I love it because I love all these tools. I really do. Descript is great. If you want to make a podcast, if you want to cut down shorts from videos, I think Descript is a fantastic tool. I am a video editor though. I just do that stuff pretty manually when I'm editing using Final Cut Pro. That's a tool that I pay for these videos, like my podcast, my videos, my YouTube videos, course videos. I use that for all of my big edits. I don't really need a tool like Descript for that. What I use Descript for, and I was just on a $12 a month plan. They also have a free plan, which is pretty limited, but it is available. I really liked it when I had a team because I had a team member who would transcribe my YouTube videos for me, cut out shorts for me. She could get captions. She could do a lot of that post-production stuff for me. But now that I'm doing all my production in-house myself, I don't really need it. So if you have a team, it is really nice. Or if you are very new to editing, you're not an editor, it is a very, very simple editor to learn. So I recommend it for that use case. Another tool that I kind of outside of just Final Cut that has replaced my need for Descript is CapCut. So CapCut is a free tool. I'm sure a lot of you who are on TikTok have heard of it before. It's an editor that you can use either on your phone or on desktop. And they do have paid plans, but I only use the free plan. And it enables you to get auto captions. So that was another big thing I used Descript for, is so I could get the burned in captions on screen for my short videos. And I just use CapCut for that now. Mighty Networks is another one that I am losing for 2024. Mighty Networks is what I used for the Freelance Friday Club, my membership group. And it was $179 a month for the plan that I had. So it was pretty, it was up there as one of my biggest expenses for the month. And Mighty Networks is great, in my opinion, if you have more of like a coaching group, if you have like Zoom meetings, and if you want to just write, like do like a community forum, almost like a Facebook group. I think it's great for that. But if you want to integrate more video content, I found that it was just lacking a little bit of functionality for me. I also really didn't like their reporting. There was a delay for when I could get my up-to-date sales metrics. I moved over to Uscreen, which the plan that I am on normally costs $199 a month. So it is a little bit more than the Mighty Networks plan, but the functionality is so much better. I have my own app. The videos are easily discoverable in the video library. You can do notifications. Like, I just like it a lot more. So that's what I replaced that with. And then another tool, I don't know if this counts as a tool, but just an update. I am absolutely going to be canceling Meta Verified. I signed up for Meta Verified, which enables you to get the silly little blue check, which I don't want that. I just wanted to manage some of the impersonation accounts. I get almost weekly at this point somebody messaging me saying, "Hey, somebody's pretending to be you. They're using your images and your content, and they're sending me messages asking me if I want to send them a bunch of money via Telegram." And so I thought Meta Verified would help me with that. I have not seen the benefits. And in fact, I've only seen my Instagram account kind of start to tank ever since I had Meta Verified. I don't know if that's the exact reason, but I think I'm going to cancel that at least for a few months and see, it's $15 a month. If they're not really helping me get rid of some of these fraud accounts, kind of what's the point? So, total that I would be saving by canceling all of these tools is $352 a month. That's a lot of money, or $4,224 a year. Now let's go over to what I am still using outside of the ones that I already talked about that I'm replacing. Here are some other tools that I really, really love and will be renewing, if not signing up for an annual deal for. So let's go into admin type stuff first. Notion. This is new. I have been a notorious Notion hater for the longest time. It's just, I don't know, it just didn't work for my brain. And there's things that I like and don't like about it, but I do really like it for a couple of things. First off, I'm launching the social media management toolbox for Notion very soon, hopefully this month, like in the next couple weeks here. So stay tuned for that. This is an all-in-one dashboard for social media managers. It just looks beautiful. I'm going to give you a little preview of what it looks like on the screen if you're watching on YouTube. For things like that, where you have like systems and dashboards, I think it's really, really nice. And then the other thing that I started using Notion for is my affiliate program. So I decided this year that I really want to give my affiliates for my courses, which I don't have many, but those who wanted to be an affiliate, I wanted to really give them more resources to be able to, have content to share, have a link to book me for interviews, have things like that. So I created this Notion dashboard for affiliates that I just think is way more seamless than just giving them an email with a Google Doc or something like that. So the Notion plan I am going to sign up for is $15 a month, but they do have a free plan as well, which I've been using for a long time actually. And you can use the free plan for the toolbox, just FYI. You do not need to pay for the paid version of Notion. Squarespace. Squarespace is a website host. I have 3 websites though, so this number definitely adds up. It's $23 a month per website, so that's over $60 for my 3 websites. I'm actually going to be removing one website this year. My hope is that I can just consolidate it onto my personal website, but we'll see. I like Squarespace. I think it's very easy. If you are not a professional web designer, I recommend it. Everything's really easy to like drag and drop. You can buy your domains through there. You can host your email through there. Lots of things. Zoom. I pay $60 a month for, which is expensive to just be, if a service provider, if you just want to host meetings for clients and things like that, you can probably get by on the free version, if not at least like the entry level plan. The reason I have the $60 a month plan is because I have the webinar feature, which I use to teach courses. So my webinars can seat up to 500 people, I think. Also like the extended meeting time and things like that. I know they had some potential privacy issues, but I haven't found anything better at this point. Gusto is the tool that I use for payroll. Right now, I am the only full-time employee on payroll, so it's really just so I can issue my own checks every month. But I also use it to pay contractors, like recurring contractors. If I have people who work with me long-term, I can add them on and pay them through direct deposit, which is nice, so they don't get any fees taken out of their check. So yeah, if you need to get on payroll, obviously talk to an accountant if you're at that point. But for me, having a paycheck from my business every month is really nice. And I'm able to do that, get all the legal stuff, all the tax paperwork and everything from contractors all through Gusto. And that tool costs $40 a month plus $6 per person. So if I onboarded another full-time team member, it'd be $46 per month and so on. Flowdesk. Flowdesk is what I use for email marketing. I love Flowdesk. I do believe I have a 50% off link for you at latashjames.com/tools for this one. It is $35 a month, regular price though. And it's just the sleekest email marketing tool that I can think of. So I use it to send out my newsletters as well as all of my automations. So if I have any welcome sequences or giveaway sequences or sales sequences when I launch a course or something like that, I can set those all up in Flowdesk. You can do the automatic delivery, so many cool things, the landing pages. It's really all that most people need unless you're looking to do something super, super advanced. Thinkific. Thinkific is the tool I use to host my courses. I get questions about that a lot. I really like it. I find it really intuitive. I find the Thinkific team really supportive as well and just a good community. And that is $99 a month, though they do have a free plan. So if you want to create a course, you want to test it out, you can start one course for free on Thinkific. And that's how I started. And what I really like about Thinkific is that it really does grow with you. So I started on the free plan, and then I moved up to maybe like a $50 plan. Now I'm on a $99 plan. It's great. Zapier. I love Zapier. I started on their free plan as well, which is really good. But I upgraded to the $19.99 a month plan. Zapier is a hard one to explain. I feel like I need to do a video sometime just dedicated to Zapier because basically what it is, it's like a thread. It's like a needle in thread. It connects any tools that don't natively connect to each other. So, for instance, I can take my Thinkific enrollments and add them to a Flowdesk email sequence so that I can email my students easier. Or I can connect a Webinar Jam registrant to an email sequence. Or I can add my Thinkific students to a Google Doc, which I like to use just to have like a spreadsheet so I can see all my orders and stuff like that in that way. So it's just a really cool connector. If you ever have two tools that you wish could talk to each other and they don't, see if there's a Zapier integration for it. It's game changing. And then speaking of Webinar Jam, I use Webinar Jam for my sales webinars. So if I ever do like a live class, an open house, something where I'm going to sell a product at the end, I use Webinar Jam for that as opposed to Zoom, just because they have better sales options. Like you can pop up on the screen your offer, you can add countdowns, you can add replays, like so many cool things. And it's $79 a month, which is pretty expensive. I thought about canceling it, but honestly, webinars are my highest converting sales activity. So when I'm launching a course or even for products, I've done this before, they just sell way better when I do it live on a webinar. So I'm keeping it. Okay, and then content creation. Let's talk about content creation tools. Canva. Who doesn't use Canva? Obviously, I use Canva. $23 a month. They do have a free plan as well. Same thing. I recommend starting there, exploring, seeing if you like it. I use Canva for so many things. I use it to put together slide decks for talks that I give or classes that I teach. I use it for graphics for my own social as well as my clients. I use it for stock video and photos for my YouTube videos. So it's a great tool. I think it should be in every social media manager's arsenal. I know some people really hate Canva, like the true designers out there, but I think this is a great tool for those who are not true designers. And, just for that interim work. I'm not going to call a designer to create I don't know, to pull a stock graphic for me, but I still will call a designer to create a logo for me or design a website or something like that. Cast Magic is a newer tool that I've started using over this past year. It's $23 a month. I actually have a lifetime deal on it though from AppSumo. And it enables you to repurpose content really easily. So you can upload your link to your podcast or YouTube video or webinar or even like a TikTok, even a short form video. And it will transcribe it. So you now have the transcript that you could use as a skeleton of a blog post if you wanted to. But you can also, they have like AI content and stuff. I'm not huge on the AI content, but it is nice to see just summaries or like timestamps. So you can kind of start to say, oh, I said something really compelling at that point. Maybe I need to pull that as a clip or, write a whole blog or a whole post just about that one point. So if you are working with a client, like a social media management client who does YouTube or who does speeches or anything like that, this can be a really great like content generator or idea generator for you and just great repurposing tool. You can also pull transcripts, SRT transcripts through Cast Magic. Epidemic Sound. I know we had a lot of controversy recently about TikTok pulling the trending audio. Well, Epidemic Sound is a great alternative to that. Now, it's not going to be like Lana Del Rey, Taylor Swift music, but they have really high quality stock music. It's $24.99 a month, and it's what I use for all of my vlogs. I really feel like for the more creative videos like a vlog, or if you're doing like a documentary, or even if you have a TikTok or something like that, it is important. Sound is a huge element in that. So having good sound, having sound that isn't just like cheesy, like the cheesy, like ukulele, corny lyrics, stock music is really important to me. They have such a vast library, and a lot of their audio just sounds very contemporary, sounds like stuff that I would listen to on the radio or on, Tidal or wherever you listen to your music. So I really like that tool a lot. TubeBuddy, I actually have a lifetime deal from AppSumo for this one as well, but the plan that I have is $7.50 a month, so very affordable here, and they also have a free plan. And this is what I use for all of my keyword research for my YouTube videos. I think it's well worth it. It's been very helpful to me over the years, and I've done several videos on it before, so I won't dwell too much on it here. And then Spotify for Podcasters is how I upload my podcast. This is free and totally free. There is no paid plan as of now. I'm a little nervous about that because I'm always like, I feel like something will change eventually, but that's how I upload my podcast to all the audio platforms. Spotify for Podcasters also puts in those programmatic ad reads like at the ends of the episodes, kind of like how YouTube has the pre-roll ads. Spotify for Podcasters does all that. And then the last tool that is new is a tool called Living Writer. I actually started using Living Writer maybe 2 years ago, but it's $9.99 a month. It's very similar to like Evernote if you're familiar with that tool. I'm using it to write my book. So it's nice because you're able to divide things up into chapters, move things around, add book covers. It's just very, very intuitive if you're doing a lot of writing, like a large volume of writing. I find it way better than Google Docs. And also, I think there's maybe some AI and privacy concerns with Google Docs for writing like a book. So even if you're not writing a book, Living Writer is cool if you want to write ebooks or even if you do blogging, things like that. So $9.99 a month for that. And I love it. So the grand total of everything that I pay for in my business is lean, but it is still kind of expensive at $804.47. And if we do that for annual, that's $9,653.64. So it is possible to build a lean business that is definitely still considered a lean business to most people, but it is not nothing. So keep that in mind. A lot of this stuff is extra. Again, if you're a social media manager, I would say Metricool and maybe Canva. Start there, and maybe Squarespace because you probably need a website. Some of this stuff is very extra. You do not need it all. I don't want it to scare you away, but just wanted to share. Like, these are the things that I'm using as somebody who's been in business for 10 years or so, and also somebody who has a lot of different aspects of my business. Yes, I do social media and run a marketing agency, but I also have courses. I also have YouTube, podcasts. So just wanted to share what my reality is today. I really hope that this episode was helpful for you. Maybe you learned about some new tools that you want to try out. I will have them all listed at latashjames.com/tools. And I'll have all of if I have any promo codes or discounts for you, I'll make sure that they are all on that page for you. And of course, huge thanks to our sponsor, Metricool, which is my all-time favorite tool on this list. Be sure to check them out at the link down below and use my code Latasha to get 30 days free on any of their paid plans. And with that, I will talk to you in the next episode. Bye.